All right, so this is one of those stories that got under my skin the most this week, and I'll explain why. CBS says, the Taliban on Trump, quote, "We hope he will win the election and withdraw U.S. troops." Now, this is just one example from CBS. Everybody's covered it. I've seen a headline from every single media outlet. And to one extent or another, they get snarky. Like, Taliban endorses Trump. And I really do view this story as just a perfect story. It's a litmus test. Are you serious about left-wing ideas and improving the country and improving the world, or are you a tribal partisan hack? Now, why do I say that? I say that because if you take the bait on this story, you would rather try to burn Trump than end the wars. If you take the bait on this story, you'd rather go, ha ha, Taliban likes you, than go, I don't care what the Taliban says. I want to end the wars. Now, let's be clear. This is not me saying Trump is actually going to end the wars, because he's not. He's not. He admitted it. He said to Jonathan Swan in the Axios interview, I'm going to keep 4,000 to 5,000 U.S. troops there on election day. That's how many will be there. Okay, so that's not ending it. It's not ending it. So he's not going to end the wars. But if you react to this story by saying the Taliban endorsed Trump for that reason, nobody should vote for him because he wants to end the wars. I'm against the Taliban. I'm for the wars. And I see a lot of that from the resistance hacks. I see a lot of that from them. The real way to attack Trump on Afghanistan is to say what I just said. He's not ending the wars. He's going to keep 4,000 or 5,000 troops there. That's not ending it. He should end it. If he were to actually end it, he deserves credit. Because again, it's about substance. It's about what's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is end the wars. We've been there 19 years. Why? Our infrastructure's crumbling. Take whatever money we're spending there, billions a month, and spend it here. Like, obviously, the issue matters. It matters massively. And if your line of attack is the Taliban agrees with Trump and Trump wants to end the war, therefore I'm for continuing the wars because I want to snub the Taliban and Trump, well, then you're just not thoughtful. You're really reflexive in how you view the world. And you never really cared about the issues. It's all about like just this game, this partisan game. Gotcha. Because they've done this, man. The Republicans used to do this to the Democrats. Because Obama's rhetoric would be about ending the wars. Now, he also didn't end the wars. But they would say, oh, the Taliban wants Obama to win. It was stupid then, and it's stupid now. If a Republican was saying, oh, I'm against the Taliban, therefore I'm against Obama, I think the war should keep going. Obama's weak, and that's why the Taliban is agreeing with him. Those are stupid right-wing arguments to make, and now you see some resistance idiots making that argument against Trump. And it drives me crazy. It really does drive me crazy. Don't take the bait, man. Don't take the bait. You always have to put the issues first. Again, the real critique of Trump is he's lying. He's not going to end the wars. That's the real critique of Trump. How do people not get this at this late date? He increased drone strikes by 432%. And that fact came out of just his first year. It's probably gone up more since then. How do people not get this? How do people not see this? That he's pushing to war with Iran. He's been doing it with all these new sanctions. We'll get to that later in the show. There's even more sanctions on top of the sanctions. Look at what he's doing with Venezuela. Starving that country, trying to squeeze the government out of power. The list goes on of all the countries that we're bombing, all the harm that we're doing, the neocons who are running the show. And the point that the media is going to make, and the point that a lot of Democratic hacks are going to make, is to focus on this. Oh, we can burn Trump because of the Taliban. Taliban wants to end the war. Trump says he does, so now I'm pro-war. Oh my God. It really is scary how the Overton window over the years really has become that the Republicans are far right and the Democrats are center right. They all agree on war. They all agree on Wall Street bailouts. They all agree on military-industrial complex issues, big pharma issues. And this is the logical result of it. The media should be better than that. And they should talk about these things in a serious way, but they don't. There are a lot of people who might not even know we're still at war because the media never even talks about it and covers it. Oh, man. Anyway, this really is a perfect litmus test of an election. So, hey, if you see somebody using this to try to burn Trump, you form your own conclusions, but I think it says a lot about whoever would do that.